This being my first videotape movie review, I decided to make it mean something and do it on a classic movie that is among the greatest of all time. 2001: A Space Odyssey is a treasure to behold. Many people don't know that it was made before humans ever set foot on the moon. Yet produced such realistic creation, not until Apollo 13 in the 1990s has the space film come close to the attention of detail that Kubrick did. When Kubrick made the film, he contacted scientist and author Arthur C. Clarke to work with him to build the movie from the ground up, so that it would adhere to science as best as we knew in the 1960s, while also telling a moral tale about the evolution of the human race. This film is not for everyone because it requires the viewer to ponder the existence of self and deep questions such as, are tools what help people evolve? Is it our divine creativity, or perhaps something that interceded on our behalf as to why we're even here? You have to agree, humans are quite weak animals as compared to the majority that exist. Our redeeming trait has been invention and innovation that has allowed us to become stewards of the planet. Kubrick goes to work fast, showing that our abounding curiosity wants us to explore new untold worlds as we did here on Earth. However, due to the frail nature of humans, it requires new invention to make this dream possible, and that invention is HAL 9000, a computer. Since space travel has such vast distances and isolation, it is logical that a technology such as the HAL 9000 would be the key for humans to go forth from this world. Kubrick decides to set us on this journey, one of silence and void, where the only reassuring sounds you will hear is the humming of machines, your heartbeat, or your breath. Although there is a lot of context within this movie and some action, everything is like a well-played chess game. As problems arise along the mission, every decision will have dire costs. This is where utter realism makes the movie a masterpiece. Too many science fiction pictures rely on gimmicks, massive explosions, and over-the-top action to gain your attention. And often these are just unnecessary, boring, overdone spectacles. Yet here, it's the uncanny silence. It's the presence of the unknown. It's the threat that can be read in between the lines that makes this movie have the most effect on you. Space is an omnipresence in this film because it's a foreign land where humans aren't supposed to go, and death is all around. The only thing that keeps us alive is a machine, HAL 9000. Yet it's so cold and distant with all its advancement. Can it ever understand the needs of humans or how to respond to humanity? The score for this film matches these grand concepts. In fact, you would need this to enhance the effect, since we're not in space. When the sounds are light and airy, you feel like you're floating. When the sounds are dark and cold, you feel the coldness of space. Any film that is going to live in outer space needs to have visuals that are impressive, since our natural curiosity with space desires awe. Kubrick doesn't disappoint. Rather, it's him trying to make us see that an insignificant dot magnifies to be the space station that's keeping us alive, or the rise of the moon on the horizon, or a man playing around in zero gravity. The visuals complement the piece and help viewers get a scale that remind us of where our place is in the universe, while showing us some of the challenges to going further. This film, if you have not watched it, is waiting for you. It's calling for you. Just as the monolith did for Stargazer. Do not fear an almost 40-year-old film. It is done so well that compared to modern-day CGI effects, it looks realistic, and in many respects, better. If you ever looked up at the stars and wondered what it might be like to travel among them, if you ever asked what's humanity's place in the universe, and can technology disrupt that balance, this movie has been made with you in mind. If anything, with the advances in computer intelligence, this film is more poignant now than ever, since when it was made, HAL, the computer, was but a dream. Yet we live in an age where Watson, an IBM computer, defeated the best humans on Earth in trivia challenges. This trend will continue, so we must ask ourselves, what role will humans play as our reliance on computers continues? This film I rate a 5 out of 5 and rank it as my favorite science fiction film. Watch it and see if you agree. Today's question: do you think a computer like HAL 9000 will exist?